It began with a statement that hit hard. "I didn't get here by being a snake. I got here by being good to people, being nice to people, and my karma is..." These words pierced the atmosphere at the Amsterdam stage as Drake spoke to thousands of fans during his performance, momentarily pausing the energy with his candidness. When he stopped, leaving half his thought unfinished, the audience felt a wave of surprise. Drake wasn't just there to entertain, he was there to express himself in the moment. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. That instant became the highlight of the night, not merely due to the location or the fact that it was part of his tour, but because of the message he chose to convey. A figure celebrated for his lyrics and image was now discussing themes of kindness, karma, and loyalty, drawing in billions of followers. That incomplete thought, shared on unfamiliar ground with enthusiastic fans, opened the door to a larger conversation, and that's where the true narrative unfolds. To grasp what Drake was doing in Amsterdam, why he felt the need to speak, what he intended, and why it's significant, you need to look back at recent news and pivotal moments in his career. In late July 2025, during his concert at Amsterdam's Ziggo Dome, Drake took a moment between songs to speak directly to his audience. "I didn't get here by being a snake. I didn't get here by being a piece of shit," he declared, cutting through the noise of the speakers and cheers. He continued, "I got here by being good to people, being nice to people. And my karma is..." before trailing off and allowing the crowd to complete his thought. This statement, along with the sentiment behind it, ignited extensive discussions online as fans sought to connect the moment to everything Drake has experienced. On one level, it seemed spontaneous, a star sharing his personal principles. However, in light of Drake's career, marked by escalating feuds, discussions about loyalty and betrayal, and public speculation regarding authenticity, it felt deliberate. In the past year, Drake has increasingly focused on addressing snakes, those who have betrayed him, turned against him, or leaked information to the media. In some leaked freestyles from early 2025, he expressed, "I don't care about you snakes and these other musicians," highlighting how his personal investments and relationships have been tested by betrayal. During live performances, he has included tracks where he accuses others of pretending to be loyal while benefiting from playing the victim. By the time he reached Amsterdam, fans were not just hearing new lyrics, they were witnessing a deliberate choice to embrace a reputation that goes beyond his music, not through insults, but by reclaiming his identity. Reactions on TikTok and X quickly captured the essence of the moment. One clip noted, he said it, "Never be a snake, but also never be a jerk. I told you he didn't get here by acting that way." Commenters remarked on how rare it was to see Drake speak so sincerely during a performance. One viewer encapsulated it well. "That's what growth feels like. You don't need to dwell on who wronged you when your past speaks for itself." Cultural commentators began analyzing this choice. They pointed out how Drake, one of the most scrutinized artists, continues to evolve his message. He is moving from high-profile diss tracks to a more profound discussion about character and legacy. By addressing fans with moral insights during performances, he is shifting from reactive drama to taking control of his narrative. This shift is particularly significant in today's environment. Where drama and leaks once dominated the news, fans now seek introspection. Success in 2025 is not only measured by streaming numbers, but also by trust, fan belief, and perceptions of authenticity versus performance. When Drake spoke about kindness and karma in Amsterdam, he tapped into these expectations. But why focus on the term snake? It carries heavy connotations. In hip-hop culture, being a snake signifies betrayal, deceit, and opportunism. Drake's line, "I didn't get here by being a snake," contrasts with his established image as a loyal person. He has built relationships with artists, brands, and even personal assistants over many years, and this moment was intended to reaffirm that foundation. This occurred during a time of increased scrutiny in the industry, with discussions about Drake distancing himself from collaborators, leaked studio sessions, and accusations of playing both sides in his disputes with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Amidst this chaos, Drake's statements serve as a reassuring reminder. "While you may notice the drama, don't forget how I built my success from the ground up." Fans analyzed his words further, suggesting that he was essentially saying that if you're discussing his success, you must also acknowledge the kindness that contributed to it. They argued that his silence following a diss line, allowing the audience to respond with applause, demonstrated humility. Many on social media remarked, "Let him say it, let the mic fade out." That shows maturity. Journalists covering the event noted that he did not reference specific conflicts or artists. His message was more abstract. This was a deliberate choice. Instead of naming names, Drake was conveying a philosophy about how he believes he achieved his success. Critics pointed out that many artists might use a live performance to throw subtle jabs, but Drake opted to express a value system instead. It's also significant that he left his statement incomplete. He didn't finish the phrase himself, allowing the crowd to fill in the blanks with words like straight, good soul, or karma is real. This invitation for audience participation showed a level of trust, indicating that he seeks unity rather than division. Beyond the performance, the personal implications were substantial. Drake has had to navigate public perception following recent controversies. It's no longer just about legality, but about his legacy. His brand partnerships and tour income rely on whether fans still feel a connection to him. Being open about his values is a way to rebuild that trust. Historical trends in hip-hop suggest that such declarations can signify pivotal moments in an artist's career. Redemption in hip-hop often involves some form of acknowledgement. Jay-Z had 99 Problems, and Eminem had his video breakdowns. In this case, Drake's expression took place in a European stadium, not shouting about his past actions, but reminding us of the person he aspires to be. From a broader perspective, this moment reveals what superstar culture looks like in 2025. Larger stages, increased scrutiny, and higher stakes. Fame has shifted from being merely entertainment to something existential. When Drake delivered that line, he paused to address how others portray him, and the audience, bathed in stage lights overseas, became part of his message. A video clip showing thousands of fans silently finishing his line has already circulated widely. Fans described it as chilling to hear them echo the phrase, creating a powerful sense of unity. One viral caption read, "Amsterdam finishing Drake's karma line as if he wrote it for us." However, there are skeptics. Some labeled it as performative, a scripted moment masquerading as genuine emotion. That criticism is valid. Any major artist learns to leverage vulnerability. Yet, others believe this moment felt authentic. Drake's long journey has earned him the right to reflect morally. Regardless, this moment goes beyond mere gossip. It becomes part of his narrative, self-aware and evolving. While diss tracks may fade after a few weeks, one's ethos defines how they are remembered. Behind the scenes, sources revealed that Drake was emotional following the moment, telling close friends it meant more to him than any award. He's reached a stage where his legacy holds more significance than chart rankings, asserting that karma is the real measure of success. Back in Toronto, fans watching the live stream analyzed the message. TikTok creators produced videos breaking down how Drake captivated a stadium with a line about kindness. Social media threads debated, do you believe it? Or is it a strategy? Industry insiders also weighed in. Managers, promoters, and music executives noted that this signifies Drake's evolution from pop icon to respected elder statesman. Not old, but mature. Not silent, but purposeful. As the next album approaches, this could indicate a shift in messaging, focusing on themes of loyalty, empathy, and returning to one's roots instead of constant insults. The incomplete line about karma sets the tone, suggesting he aims to build, uplift, and protect. It also serves as a reminder that despite the surrounding chaos, diss culture, unauthorized leaks, rap feuds, there's still room for lyrics that don't call anyone out, for genuine pauses, for messages that hold emotional value rather than monetary worth. By the time he resumed the set with popular hits, the atmosphere had changed. Everyone had caught that moment. Fans weren't just there for the hits, they came anticipating some introspection. Musically, the remainder of the Amsterdam performance was impressive. Drake delivered powerful sing-alongs, choreography, and engaging visuals. Yet, every fan present noted they would remember that particular line. In a snapshot of the performance, he finished the verse and transitioned into "Laugh, now cry later," but fans felt a different vibe, like he was shouldering a weight before shifting gears. This is what it looks like when a superstar chooses to spontaneously share their own story. It's more than just a lyric, it's an invitation. An invitation for others to act with decency, even when the culture glorifies disorder. That carries more significance than a pop song. For those listening, connecting Drake's words to other lines from leaked freestyles about betrayal and loyalty, the immediate reaction sometimes felt almost spiritual. One fan remarked, "He wasn't exaggerating. That's the truth." Another commented, "This is how legends communicate when they stop being entertainers and start being observers." None of this guarantees innocence. None of it alters past conflicts. But it opens up a space for reclaiming narratives. Fast forward 6 months, and perhaps Drake will write a song about it. Maybe even a memoir. Or maybe it will simply remain in that Amsterdam moment, that unfinished line, with the crowd collectively breathing in and out. Hip-hop enthusiasts will recall this moment for a long time. The lights in Amsterdam went down. Drake took a moment of silence before delivering a powerful line that spoke volumes without words. He didn't merely put on a show, he transformed a segment of his narrative in that very moment. Ultimately, fame requires more than just chart-topping songs. It calls for a harmony between your words, your identity, and your actions. When Drake concluded that line, or let it linger in the air, he challenged us to hold him accountable. And that's uncommon. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.